Guys, so I figured I would come back walking today. I hadn't been able to walk in a while because I've been working a lot of crazy hours, and so I got up today and there's a bird. So I got up today and drank some coffee, and then I was like, I need to go walk, which I laid back down and took a nap and then came back here. So anyways, I'm excited to be out here walking again. That's a dove, I think. I don't know, but man, there's a lot of these geese out. I had to get me a coffee because walking and coffee just sounds like a great idea at all times, just saying. So the breeze feels good out here today. My legs are like white. I'm trying to be getting them tanned whenever me and the kids went swimming the other day, but guys, I'm just gonna have to be okay with my whiteness. Look at all them ducks or geese or whatever they're called. That's a bunch of them. They're out and about today. I've never seen them up here on this side like this before. They be loving it. Hey guys! They're like, what's this loud lady doing? There's so many of them. They're just eating their bugs and grass, I guess. And the white morning glories are out. See them? They're all out. This is one of my favorite spots to walk because these flowers smell amazing. They're so pretty. Totally chilling underneath the table, guys. It's funny. Oh, I think these are baby ones. Look at them. Oh, the baby ones. How cute. It's the mama and daddy and the babies. Look how fuzzy they are. Oh. Little pretty bitty baby birds. How cute. I love it. That bird out there, I have no clue what it's doing. It's probably looking for a fish or something. Can you see him? What is he on? That's one of those Dunkin' ducks, I think. I think so. It says Elm Street. How crazy. I've never noticed that before. Our turtle friends, they're jumping back in the water. Oh, there's a nest. Every time you come out here, you see something different. Look at that. You can see the mama bird or daddy bird up there. There's a little baby one. Well, he jumped in, didn't he? There's little baby turtles. Can't wait to get to this rock over here where I can sit for a minute. So if y'all watched my live video the other day, you seen where I was sitting at that rock. That's like going to be my favoriteest spot. I've only been there one time. I discovered it the other day, so I'm super excited about getting there. Ooh, it's hot. I should have got cold coffee, but I wasn't thinking. Oh well, this is about, it's not cold, it's not hot anymore, so when I get to this rock, I'm going to drink it. Yes, indeed. So pretty today. I'm so glad warm weather has arrived, because that cold stuff's for the birds. Yeah, I slacked because those 2 days I worked 16s. I didn't get to walk any, but I'm gonna try to start walking every day if I can. Hey guys, this hill right here gets me every time because it's like straight up. Straight up. What is that? I think that's a baby squirrel down in there. Lord help. Thought he was stuck. So I don't have an ounce. Well, I have mascara on. I didn't put on any makeup because I knew I'd sweat it off. Whew. Gotta find my trail. I don't know where it's at. The only thing that I hate about walking when it's hot is sweat. Like, you sweat like crazy. Whew. Where's that trail at? This is one of my favorite spots right here. Hang on, I'll show you. It's so pretty. Ooh, I'm hot. I love this little spot here. I love all the different smells of nature. I love it. Here's a dandelion. Okay, I gotta find this daggum trail. I think it's like right over here. Woo. This shade feels so good, y'all. Okay. Let's see here. There's some poke salad. Oh, poke salad Annie. Okay, so I think it was down in here, Summers. Summers. See, I just went that one time and, oh, it's like right before we get to the bridge. I don't remember now. Whew. Oh man, this breeze feels lovely. This little hill here is kind of steep. Okay, let's see. There's a squirrel. You can see the bridge right through there, so. Ooh. Little baby bird. Little finch or something. All the dandelions blowing. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but they're blowing upwards. I get lost in nature. Like, I just sit and look, and I see so many different things each day when I come out. I love it. It's great medicine for your soul. It really is. Ooh. So when I get up here to this rock, guys, we can chat. Here's little squirrely. Hey, buddy. Okay, where's the daggum? Did I pass that? I've got to find it. I think I did, y'all. A little bit too far, and I've got to get to my perfect little spot because I want to sit down and take a little rest. So let's look. It's crazy though, because these weeds have grew up more, because like you could see it, the trail before, because there's the bridge. I think it's on around somewhere. Whew. So yesterday, or not yesterday, the other day, I seen a big old snake. Come by through here at this rock. See, there were flowers, and now they gone. So this, my friends, there's all kinds of dragonflies out through here. Look at them. I'm just looking for snakes. Look, another dragonfly. Another dragonfly. Woo. But isn't this spot absolutely amazing? I love it. This, my friends, is where I'm gonna sit. And I love this spot. It's great. It's a perfect, great view. They broke the reel, it looks like. The tip of it's broke. So I was going to sit here and chat with you guys, but the sun's like beaming down too much, so I'm going to go back and find somewhere in the shade where we can talk. But anyways, I do like this view. I like this little section here, especially in the morning times. But in the evenings, it's a bit hot. But I love it. All of these dragonflies are everywhere. I hear something crawling. I love this view right here. It's like all trees, and so you're like surrounded in them. So pretty. So I'm gonna walk right up here and find us a place to sit. Those picnic tables right up there we might can go to. Woo, it's hot. Let's go check them out. Squirrely. Oh man. Yeah, this hill's something else. Whew. I found us a good shade, guys. Whew. There's the soccer field. Lord, what are them kids doing? Oh, goodness, it's hot. Okay, guys, now we can talk. Ooh, look at this madness. Whew. So I'm totally sitting on this picnic table up here. That hill was a good workout, just saying. So I was going to go around that way, but I decided not to. It's just way too hot. And to do this walk, technically you need to start out early in the morning because it's just like way too warm to be walking right now, but it's like 2 o'clock, I think. But anyways, how has everybody been doing? Hope everyone's been doing good. Keeping safe out of this corona madness. So anyways, I'm thinking about, I just threw my hair up, it's just overlooked that. But I have been thinking about, actually just today, this view ain't gonna be too good, but oh well. It's kind of downhill, y'all. I have been thinking, like I used to like do the walking videos, and I'm thinking about starting like each day doing like a walk and like a motivation type video or something, just to help encourage myself and to help encourage you all, because we need it. And you know, sometimes our own self can be our worst enemy. And so when we start thinking like negative things about ourselves or just life in general, we need to replace it with positive things, because the more you think on that crap, the more you're going to just like, it consumes you. So I've decided today to start doing these videos. I know I just now started talking, but I figured I would vlog some of the beauty in the nature. I'm getting distracted because there's so many things going on at once. So, like, here's somebody running. There's somebody mowing. Anyways, feels so good. Just saying. So, man, I'm tired. I forgot how working doubles back to back, how tired it makes you feel. Like I was telling y'all this morning when I got up, I made some coffee, sat down, and I went outside to drink it, and I ate some yogurt, and then I was like, man, I'm tired. So I ended up getting some books and my little journal, and I went in there and drank some green tea. Make sure there ain't no ants or anything down through here. And I've got this slouch because I'm like, the table's like angled weird. It's like, I think it's downhill or something, I don't know. But anyways, I made myself some of that green tea and went in there and listened to this lady. Her name's Sharon, and she like sings and preaches and stuff. And everything that she sang about and talked about, I needed to hear. It was just like, it was great. So I laid in there and listened to that. And I don't really think that I took a nap. I closed my eyes, but I was just resting real good. But I was like reminded how rough 2 16-hour shifts are back to back. It was just like, I was exhausted this morning. Last night I was overexhausted, so it was like I was past the point of being tired, so I just kept going and running on fumes. But anyways, but yeah, we need to encourage ourselves. You know, sometimes in life, like I've always been the type of person to help everyone and like help encourage people, and that's a good thing. Like we should all do that too. But here recently I've come to realize that we've got to take care of our own self too. We've got to focus on us and you know, just encourage ourselves and, you know, talk to ourselves like you would someone else. Like, you know, we have got to love ourselves and uplift our own self up sometimes. That's just something that's been on my mind. So I decided, and if I forget a day or two and not get to do one, I apologize, but I'm gonna try to do like each day, do like some type of motivation thing, and just talk and just talk about what's on my mind, because guys, we got to get past this together. Like, we're in a very difficult time, and pretty much if you turn on the news, or pretty much everything that you hear now, it's bad stuff, talking about the violence in the world, or the corona. And I work at the nursing home, and each day that I go there, I try to help those poor little people, but at the same time, it's very demanding, and it's very hard, the stuff that we see. And they're isolated now, and their families still can't come and see them, and it's really hard. So I've focused on myself of helping everybody, because I work in the healthcare field, and that's our job, that's what we do. And the other day I was taking care of people, and I'm like, man, I've got to take care of myself too. I've got to uplift myself and encourage myself, because if you don't, you will end up empty, and the empty feeling is not a good feeling at all. I feel like I've grown in the past year, but I also know that there's things in my life that I'm working on, which that's all of us. Life is a struggle. We each have our own downfalls, and but looking back, I've overcome a lot of things, and I just felt within my spirit today, and it actually started a couple of weeks ago, but I was just thinking, today's a good day for a good day, if that makes sense. I don't know. And like, I was just thinking that, I'm like, we got to get up every morning with that mindset, because even going into work sometimes, just you can be positive, and there's that one person that always gets you distraught or whatever, but we've got to get past that, and focus on positive things. And this world down here, it's not our home at all. We're just passing through to get by, and a lot of times when things get in the way, you tend to focus on like all the bad things going in the world, and before you know it, you're like, just whatever, it is what it is. But we don't need that mindset. We need to have a positive mindset and encouragement, because it's tough. It's a tough world, and if you're not careful, like a while back when all this corona stuff hit, the anxiety that I had, and I know everybody else had too, but the change and anxiety, it really just overwhelmed me, and crippled me, and that was a very, very rough place for me during that time. And like today, I was kind of down. Like this morning, I was just, more of it was just the tiredness, and then you get stuff on your mind, and you get to thinking, and before you know it, your mind's just racing and wondering about things. And so I was sitting there, I was listening to that Sharon lady, and she was singing, and all the songs were just coming into my spirit, my soul, and I was just praying, and I started writing in my journal, and I was just feeling hard on myself, and here I am, 33, and you just reflect on your life and everything. But anyways, I was just sitting there thinking and praying, and I opened up my little prayer journal thing that I try to write in every day, and sometimes I just get discouraged, and I just like throw it to the side, because life, again, you get overwhelmed, and you just don't take time to do these things that you need to do. And so I just started writing, God says. And the first thing that I wrote was, God says I am blessed. God says I am highly favored. God says I'm an overcomer. God says he is my strength. God says he is my refuge. And I just started writing all these things that God says, you know, who he is to us. And, you know, we've got to fill our cup up with joy. We've got to fill our cup up with positive things. And, you know, if you fall, if you get down in life, just stand back up, you know, because, you know, God's the one that is leading our way. And if you get focused on the world and others around you, you're going to lose focus. And I'm right now in a part of my life where I just want to work on myself. I want to get to where I need to be in life. I want to press on to where I need to be in life, and, you know, reach the goals in which that I want to do. You know, there's so many goals that I want to do, that I have a vision for. And if I keep pressing, if I keep going, I'll get there. That's for any of us. We've got to press. We've got to move forward. We can't live in the yesterdays. We can't live. We've got to live now. We've got to live day by day. And doing that and doing positive things in your life and thinking positive things will help each of us get through this hard time. It's a hard, rough time. And it's just so awful. Like, and I talk about it a lot, and I don't like talking about it because I get upset. But like, these poor little people in the nursing home, oh man, it just, like yesterday, I had worked all these back-to-back doubles, and, you know, just seeing them. And, you know, I had went and there's these two little old ladies, and anyways, I seen their popcorn in their drawer, and I said, would y'all like me to pop y'all some of that? And they're like, no, I know you're tired, you don't have to. And I said, no, let's just go pop some. So, which they couldn't get up. So I grabbed their bags, and there was another lady that wanted some, and I went in there and popped their popcorn. And they're like, well, sit in here with me for a minute. And I said, well, I guess I will. And so they were watching Grease or something, and I sat down there, and they was eating their popcorn, and I got me a handful and was eating it with them. And this one lady looked at me, and she's like, you know, she said, thank you for taking the time out for popping this popcorn. She said, we've had this for a long time, and, you know, we've not ever got any popped. And like, you just don't know how blessed you are until you see the things that you see, and you live the things that you live. And, you know, at times I feel so alone, and I know I'm not alone because I've got God, and I've got my 4 kids that I love with all my heart. And, you know, I've got some family left, and I have friends that become like my family. But, you know, I get to thinking about how the sad and loneliness that I feel. But I get to go out. I get to go to these beautiful parks. I get to go swimming with my kids and fishing with my kids, and I get to do these things. And these people that are in there, they can't even go out like to Walmart anymore. They can't go get anything to eat because of this coronavirus. And yesterday it was just so hard for me working because, you know, you see these poor little people that are stuck there, and you want to do so much more for them. But I just try to be one little ray of sunshine. But when I'm thinking on these things, I'm like, you know, I feel sometimes lonely, but my life is nothing compared to what these elderly people are going through. So I hope that makes sense. I just ramble on, but when you have time, say a prayer for these people, because it's heartbreaking. Like, I'm telling you, it just wears on my soul so bad, because it's just the saddest thing ever. I'm so over the corona. I need it gone. Everybody needs it gone, and I need life back to normal, where these elderly people can get out in the wheelchairs and roam around and go to Walmart, go out to their little wherever they want to eat on their trips. And it's just sad. So I've decided to try to start doing one day of encouragements for each of us, because we all need it. And there was something else that I was wanting to talk about. Oh, so today, in a long time, I haven't had this urge, but which I was driving, I was coming to Walkin, Man, that's good. Today I'm having a two blueberry shot and 2 cream coffee. So I got to driving. Ooh, that's a close-up. Shoo. So I got to driving and I was just headed this way, and all of a sudden, it was the weirdest feeling ever. I was missing my mom. Like, I wasn't even thinking about my mom. There's like 2 squirrels over there jumping around, but can you see him? He's going up a hill. There's 3 of them. There's one way up there on the hill. But like, I wasn't even thinking of my mom. Maybe I was. Maybe I dreamt about her or something. I don't know. But anyways, ooh, get off of that. I just had the urge to drive and see my mama. I was like, I was thinking I miss that home feeling, like just being able to go and sit there, and we would color with Katie when she was little and talk for hours, and she would cook, and just the basic little low home meals. Like, I was just driving, I was like, man, it was like the weirdest feeling ever. I had the urge to like go see my mama, and I was like, okay. So I don't know if that feeling was like how she was just like sweeping by me and I could feel her, because I could feel her as I was driving. I was like that home feeling, like I've got to go see my mom. And I was thinking that, and I'm like, oh man, I don't care how old you are in life. I don't care how long your parents have been dead, or your mom or your dad's been dead. You have the urge to miss your mom, and you have the urge to be with your mom. And you know, life's beautiful. Like, to be able to live life and breathe life is a beautiful thing. And you know, me working in the healthcare field, you see life go and come, and that alone's hard. But you know, as of right now, I believe that's where God wants me to be, and I'm waiting for this other job to better myself and my family. But right now, this is where I'm going to stay until something comes open, and in God's time. But anyways, I'm going back down the rabbit hole of getting my stories messed up here. But so, you know, life goes and comes, and you see it all the time. But a lot of times, if I sit and think and ponder, that's what you don't need to do it. But you know, I think the cards that I was given, and sometimes the loneliness, a whole lot of loneliness that I feel. But when I'm out and about, I'm such a people person. I'm always like talking to them, or you know, trying to make them talk or laugh or all that stuff. And then the other day, when I told y'all earlier in the video about just like having to take care of our own self, because if you end up empty, there you are, you're just at the bottom of the barrel. But I'm trying to get this out. I don't know how to say it without jumbling up my words. But you know, I wonder though, like, I mean, I don't understand why. I don't understand why, you know, the way my life's not bad. Don't get me wrong. What I'm trying to say is, I don't understand. And I mean, this is just, if you were in my shoes, you'd feel the same way. Like, my father died at 37. So that, you know, that started off bad there. And then a couple of years later, you know, my mom died, which I've experienced a lot of death in my life. And, you know, like, I had just, you know, had Katie, or I had just had Gracie, and she was 6 weeks old, and then boom, you know, that happened. And, you know, that's the time where you need your mama, you know, when your life begins. As, you know, I was young, and I was married to Justin, excuse me. And that's many a times when that happened, like, I needed her. I needed to know something, like, you know, fevers, or, you know, this or that. And I often wondered, you know, why did that happen to me? Like, why were the cards like that for me. But I know now, the older that I get, you know, God knew, look at this squirrel. See this squirrel? God knew that I was able to handle it. God, you know, God knew that I was strong enough to handle it. And there's been times, Lord knows that there's been times, you know, starting off when she first passed, for the first 5 years of hell, like it was legit hell. And I don't look at y'all because it's hard to talk about it. So I'm trying to get distracted to where I won't cry. But the first 5 years, I literally, I was lost. The first year, it was hard to even wake up each day and just move forward without her. Like, I hated picking up a phone call because she would call me every morning bright and early, and it was hard. But today, where I'm at now, and like the trials and the troubles that occur in my life, you know, I can always look back and, you know, God gave me this life and my battles that I can fight and overcome with him, because he is who he says he is. You know, God says he's strong whenever, he's always strong, but when we're weak, he's strong for us. And, you know, there's just so many people that in life I can help encourage through going through all these things in life. And, you know, I've stopped of speaking on the things that I need to speak about, because, you know, my life has been just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I want to press to where God wants me to be in life. I want to be able to walk through the doors that God opens for me. And like, there's so many things that I've got to do for the Lord. And that's what I'm going to start working on. I'm going to start working on my life little by little. And because I know that the things in life that I've been through, the ups and downs, the roller coasters, you know, the faults that I've been through in my life, I know that all of that, one day in life, there's going to be people that I touch, people that I can help, that can overcome those things as well, because I've overcome them. So that's just one of my big goals. And there's people behind me right there, but I just know that these cards that I've been dealt with, I've learned to accept them and know that there's others that's been through worse, but I can share my testimony to help people get through what they're battling with. And I just have so many dreams and visions that have been up on my heart, and it's been trapped within me because I have just fought and run past the things that I need to be doing and I need to be working on. And I've got to keep pressing and doing and believing. That's them kids that was loud a while ago. But anyways, these kids are out here playing some kind of freaking... Okay, so anyways, but like I said, like, the urge that I had to see my mom was just, I haven't experienced that in forever. So I don't know, I must just have been missing her or something. But it was like I could just feel the love, like the home feeling, and just like missing her. That probably don't even make sense. It didn't make sense to me either, but I don't know. It was sad, but the home feeling and like the love that I could feel was not sad. That little squirrel just started jumping. Lord have mercy. I like this little section right here. So pretty. Whew. But anyways, so I want to start doing those little daily motivation videos for you guys. And throughout the video, like while y'all are watching, you can just like comment any type of like motivation stuff that's on your mind, and we can just like, you know, talk to each other and help motivate and inspire and all that good stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna get off of here, guys. I'm probably going to end this video here and get to walking back to my car. So I hope y'all have a good day, and look at that vine climbing up that tree. Stay blessed, and I'm praying for you guys, and pray for me as well. Bye, guys. I think he's trying to get him a fish. Man, that's a whole big slew full of them. There's the baby one. There he goes.